Olá, eu sou Márcio Silva, é uma grande honra que eu estou falando com você hoje. Primeiro para falar que você tem hoje uma grande oportunidade no Brasil de estar fazendo uma certificação internacional de coaching executivo. Na verdade, a Goldsmith Stakeholder Center Coaching é a maior organização de coaching do mundo. Ela foi fundada há basicamente 40 anos por Marshall Goldsmith, Frank Wagner e Chris Coffey, 3 Master Coaches que realmente revolucionaram o mercado de coaching, e agora nós estamos trazendo para o Brasil, em primeira mão, para você que estudou coaching, estuda liderança e aprecia realmente o coaching executivo, para que você possa atuar nesse mercado promissor e ainda não só carente, mas com grandes possibilidades. A maioria das empresas hoje, na verdade, elas precisam de engajamento, elas precisam que seus líderes estejam preparados para os desafios à frente e principalmente para que eles possam estar preparados para que a sua empresa não sucumba em 5, 10 ou 20 anos. Eu estou falando que nós precisamos ter empresas perenes. E o nosso método tem provado isso através já de praticamente 4 décadas. Como que você pode não só ajudar a sua empresa, mas a sua equipe e você mesmo na sua vida através do método desenvolvido por Marshall Goldsmith. E eu queria hoje aqui apresentar para você o Will Listen. Na verdade, o Will Listen é o grande CEO da Marshall Goldsmith hoje no mundo. Ele é um dos 3 trainers que estão habilitados para poder dar esse treinamento e ele vai diretamente estar com você num treinamento realmente internacional. Não é apenas um certificado. Nós queremos que você tenha uma vivência, não só de 2 dias da certificação, mas durante alguns meses, onde nós vamos estar estudando o método. Listen, por favor, eu queria que você se apresentasse para o público brasileiro e falasse um pouco quem é você.
Thank you very much. My name is Will Lindsay. I'm the global partner for Marshall Goldsmith Stakeholder Center Coaching, and it is great to be here in Brazil, also to work with a lot of coaches in helping them to use Marshall's coaching process into their coaching practice. I've been working in the coaching field for the last 25 years and been working with Marshall Goldsmith for many years of that. And it's just very great to being able to work with leaders, help them improve, and see how they measurably can improve themselves as well as their teams. Personally, I have more of a business background, so every coach, I think it's important for them to bring in their own personal background that they have maybe in HR, maybe in information systems, maybe in business, or maybe in psychology, or whatever their professional background is, and to bring that into the coaching and to be able to combine that with Marshall's coaching process. And that is part of also what we help coaches with as they're using the coaching process of Marshall with their clients as well. So it's very easy to combine that, and that's part of the certification as well.
Ok, maravilha. E, Listen, eu queria que você falasse hoje qual que é o grande problema que os coaches enfrentam para poder se estabelecer na sua carreira, para poder conseguir clientes. Qual é o grande problema que os coaches enfrentam hoje?
That's a great question, Marcio. I really like that. Yeah. So let me talk to this a little about this. So where we work in the coaching business, in the coaching space, is really executive and leadership coaching. So I'll answer the question from that perspective. Coaching as such is a very needs-based value proposition to clients. So the real question as a coach you need to ask yourself is, what are clients looking for in executive coaching? And there are basically 3 major things that companies are looking for when they are considering to coach their leaders and their executives. So one of that is to have a transparent and structured value proposition and coaching service to their leaders, so that the whole coaching engagement is basically structured step by step and transparent. The second one is measurability, that clients feel like, when we're investing in coaching, how do we know that leaders are getting better and that the teams are getting better? How do we measure change? And the last and not least important part is return on investment. Clients are thinking, well, we're spending a lot of money on coaching, but how do we know that this brings a good return on investment? And for all these 3 challenges that coaches face in their coaching business, that's where Marshall has a great answer in his coaching methodology.
Muito bom, Listen. E como que o coach hoje ele pode estabelecer no mercado e conseguir fazer com que a sua marca seja realmente um grande sucesso?
I think there are basically two aspects what coaches focus on a lot or should be focusing on a lot in order to help themselves to promote their coaching practice and to be successful as a coach in the marketplace. And there are basically two aspects to that. So one is coaches want to improve their brand and their status and their want to improve their recognition in the marketplace. And the other one is certification, is having the credentials to show that you have that coaching qualification as well as differentiation. And these things you basically can combine as well as use separately. So one thing is, as a certification, you can differentiate yourself in the marketplace as well. So what has helped personally me a lot, and I'll just give you that example, is to be certified as a Marshall Goldsmith coach, Marshall being the #1 coach in the world, has helped me personally a lot, because you can go to a client and you can say, I do the same thing as the #1 coach in the world does, because and I can even do it in Portuguese. I can do it in the local culture and in the local language. So clients very much appreciate that you have that high-level certification that differentiates you from other coaches in the marketplace. So that's a very important factor right there. And the other important factor is about branding and positioning. So a certification is really a qualifier that gives you some differentiation. The next level, what you need to do is to be able to market yourself well. And that's really a differentiator. So part of that marketing is being able to provide clients maybe with research papers or with articles or with videos where you can share with them and show them how you coach and how you use the Marshall Goldsmith methodology. Now, part of what we like to do with the coaches in our network is to provide them with as much as possible resources that they need in order to do just that. So we provide a lot of materials for them to share with clients in the marketing and sales process, and we share a lot of materials with them that they can use on their social media sharing so they can position themselves well as a coach. So that whole process we know is very important to the coach, and we also know that's very important to us as an organization. So we work with coaches very closely on that all over the world, and it really works like a charm.
Muito bom, Listen. E como que você tem ajudado os coaches no mundo a se posicionar, a ter uma marca forte e assim ter o sucesso desejado?
Well, that's a great question. I really like that, because we get that question actually a lot from coaches in how we have been doing this. So the mission for Marshall Goldsmith's Stakeholder coaching around the world is to measurably change leadership effectiveness, to really help leaders and their teams to be measurably more effective in the work they do. That's good for the leader, it's good for the team, it's good for the business. And our focus is to help coaches to do that, to provide them with all the tools that they can do that. Now, Marshall started with this whole coaching methodology about 40 years ago, and over the years that has been expanded around the globe. Now, our most accelerated expansion really came about 6-7 years ago when we started doing a lot of things outside North America. So Europe, Asia, Middle East, Australia, New Zealand, all these things have been really accelerated very, very fast over the last 6 years. Now, why does that work so well? Is because Fortune 500 companies have been extremely interested in developing their leaders around the world in an accelerated pace. Because, it's a very, very globalizing world. They want to have the same systems, not only in information technology, but also in leadership development and coaching for their operations and for their executives. So that really has helped us to accelerate that international expansion. And that's really exciting. Same service proposition for multinationals all across the globe in terms of coaching and leadership development. They love it. It's a great proposition, structured approach, measurability, guaranteeing results. People love that approach for their large organizations. And that really has pulled us all over the globe with the big companies that we have been working with. And we're by far the largest executive coaching network around the world and the largest coaching organization around the world, Plus, Marshall is the number one in the world. So it's number one quality, number one in size, and number one also in scalability. That really works very well.
Muito bom. E os coaches no Brasil que estão interessados no trabalho do Marshall e da Marshall Goldsmith Stakeholder Center Coaching, como que eles podem ter esse suporte?
So over the last couple of years, we also had quite a lot of interest coming out of Latin America. And Brazil, of course, is one of the major economies in the world anyway. A lot of that has been coming out of Brazil as well. And that's also why we decided to create this partnership together with Marcio and his team to really bring this to Brazil and to bring it all in Portuguese. That you, as a coach, can work with clients here in Brazil using Marshall's global process in your local culture, in your local language, right to the clients here. Now, this can be clients who are multinational organizations who have operations in Brazil. And obviously, most of the Fortune 500 companies are very active in Brazil as such. And at the same time, there's a lot of large international organizations that are Brazilian companies who are operating from here. But at the same time, there are global businesses. Airline industry is a good example, including a lot of petrochemical and oil and chemicals, car industry. So there's a lot of that right here in Brazil. Now, what we want to do is to help the coaches in Brazil to have all the resources they need that our international coaches have for their clients internationally, to bring that to the coaches in Brazil so they can do exactly the same thing for their clients here in Brazil in Portuguese. And I'm really happy to say that's all available right now for you.
Muito bom, Nesse. Muito obrigado, por estar dando essa entrevista e conversando comigo sobre o seu trabalho, sobre a Marshall Goldsmith. É um grande prazer e tenho certeza nós juntos faremos um bom trabalho para que as pessoas possam também se beneficiar com o trabalho que você faz e a Marshall Goldsmith Stakeholder Center Coaching. Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado.
Que lista. Ok, e eu quero agora falar para você como que você pode também se beneficiar dessa certificação internacional e estar conosco na Marshall Goldsmith Stakeholder Center Coaching e ter os benefícios de participar de uma comunidade internacional e ser um coach certificado por nós.